Hey fairy grasshoppers! Ooh, brr, it's Bridgette. It is May and it's cold. I actually grabbed my scarf. I know the greens are a little off in the coloring, but hey, it's all about green energy. Oh my goodness, today I want to connect with Archangel Raphael. Why? Because he's a healing angel. Now, you know, if you've worked with me before, you know I talk about angels. Because they're awesome. Angels are androgynous. They're both male and female energies, and I personify them. Sometimes people connect with angels like light, like an orb of light, a ball of light, or a feeling, an energy feeling in your heart. Doesn't matter how you connect. The point is connection. And so today I want to feel into the energies of Archangel Raphael to help us to be inspired and empowered to be healthy. Raphael is my doctor angel, helps with physical body dis-ease or discomfort, but also helps with emotional and mental health, because we have three aspects, maybe there's four, three aspects of our health that we really need to be aware of. And that is our mental, our minds, our thoughts, our heart, our feelings and emotions, and our physical, our body health, right? Because our spirit, that fourth part of us, our spirit is very healthy. The fact that we connect or don't connect is our own resistance, blocks or barriers to that. And oftentimes those blocks or barriers are our emotions, our heart, that is holding or withholding from us this beauty that we have underneath, because it is just trying to maintain some kind of protection for us, because we've had some wounding in the past or some patterns that have been based on experiences that we've had that really are ingrained in us, and our heart is just doing its best trying to keep us protected and safe. And sometimes it's like, you've had enough. I'm not gonna really focus on your heart's like, I'm not really gonna focus on your spirit or intuition, because quite frankly, we're just trying to get by right now. We're trying to manage that brain, because the heart does have a lot of interaction with the mind, right? Emotion and feeling. And so then the mind, the mental health, the thoughts, the reoccurring patterns, the hamster wheel of energy, especially now with the energies of anxiety and not feeling enough, or being stressed out by very physical, tangible things showing up in life, and structures shifting and changing. There's so much that the mind has to manage and navigate. And it needs help to do that. It just does. So our wellness, our health of our mind and our heart and our body is so mission critical, people. It's important. I think we've learned that in the last year. So let's ask Archangel Raphael why Bridgette is freezing. Let me just say, when I looked at about an hour ago, when I woke up and I looked at the temperature today, it said 34 right now. Like the high is going to be 50. Woohoo! But it's cloudy and it's a little windy. It's cold. It's cold. Oh, and you guys know I like it warm. So Archangel Raphael, help me not be so cold while we're connecting with you. What is your message for us today, Archangel Raphael? Being bold. Being bold, he says. Discontent or discord, the energy of not feeling connected. He says, Bridgette, you really bring it into a good point with the mind and the heart and the body. There is a deep desire, he says, for connection. And that is what is really driving you. That is the desire that brings you here, right now, to listen to this particular audio or video if you are watching. So Archangel Raphael says discord, discontent is really our desire for connection, to be in alignment with ourselves, to be on our own side. And that's tricky when we have resistance and judgment and self-critical thinking and sabotage within. And we all have that. I have it. I totally have that too, you guys. I have that too. So he's just bringing up some common things, some common resistance points, some common rubs. He says things that rub you, create friction inside you between these core parts of who you are. Raphael says your mind, your heart, and your body. And he says the body is very in tune. Your body is like this incredible instrument that it plays, it shares, it vibrates to the frequency of what is going on throughout in the wholeness. The body holds the wholeness. It is the ultimate viewpoint and perspective of your life. that sounds like a very huge responsibility. And it is, he says it is a huge responsibility. So I see a lot of green. So I want to welcome in that energy of the green, which is the color that I personally associate and identify with Archangel Raphael. I use color a lot. If you've worked with me in private session, you know that. It connects with the chakras, which are chakras are energy centers of the body, if you're new here. And it also gives us just, it's a basic way for our brain to participate in a visual meaning or understanding. It's like language, color is. So that green energy, it's like a cue for you. When you see green, when you see the grass, when you see the trees, you're going to connect with this beautiful healing energy, inspired energy from Archangel Raphael. So I see a lot of green. Oh my goodness, my ears are so cold right now. I'm really feeling my body. Ooh, maybe that's a cue for me personally about listening to the body. I'm always, I personally am always very aware of, I feel like I'm always behind with my body, like I'm not treating it the way it should be treated. I always feel a little guilt about the body. And how does that help? Because a lot of us, I think, have a lot of body stuff, like whether we feel like, we usually take good care of ourselves, but like for me, it's like if I eat too much bread, like today I have a sleeve on my knee because my right knee is acting up a little bit. It's sore because I ate bread yesterday, and bread, for me, gluten, has a reaction response in my body that creates inflammation, and it shows up either in like a joint, like a shoulder or knee, that kind of thing. Sometimes my low belly, my gut, I could tell that too. This morning I'm like, oh, gluten. It's just inflammation, that's it. Anything could cause it. Sugar does cause it for me too. So and yesterday I had the sugar and I had the bread. A lot of carbs yesterday. But a lot of us have that kind of experience, and sometimes we already just feel bad about our body, like we've neglected it. Like if our body was our friend, we just didn't call it back when it really needed us. That's kind of how I think many of us maybe present with our body. He says the body is very intuitive, and he says it is in tune with you. It doesn't judge you. I know, he says, I know it does feel like the body is judging you when it has a reaction. He says, like with your painful knee, he says, it's not a horrific pain. It's not a devastating pain where you can't move, but it's enough that you notice. And it's really a request or a invitation for a relationship. And it really goes back to that desire of connection. And there's so much feeling of responsibility and avoidance that we practice, he says, as humans, you practice, that if we would just trust our bodies, if we would just trust our personal judgment about helping to make choices for our body, the body does not get angry and mad. That's not why it flares up, he says. It's not why. That's not why. It's over time. It can only hold so much. It's a container. It's that coffee pot overflowing. And he literally uses a coffee pot for me. It's a Bridgette thing. Thank you. Sunday morning coffee. Let's put in a plug. Do you listen to the podcast on Above Life channel on Sunday? Sunday morning coffee with Bridgette at Above Life channel on YouTube. Listen. He literally shows me the coffee pot overflowing. And that's just what's happening in the body. It's not judging you. The body's not judging you. It's your brain that says, oh, you can't catch up. You're not going to do it. It's all these self-sabotaging negative patterns, right? You're going to fail, so don't try. It's all this stuff, right? You guys, all this stuff is just chatter. It's like comments on an Instagram for like a beauty channel or something. And it doesn't affect you. Why do you care? You don't need to care about that. But what you can do is where you can make an impact is by admitting to yourself that you desire connection, and by letting yourself be open in the heart to build the relationship, a sweet connection, a softening connection with your body. You're not being mean to your body. I know you feel like that, because I feel like that. He literally says to me, we're not abusing our bodies. We're not. He says is funny. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say, oh my God, because that's how I feel. Oh my God. He literally says it's marketing. It's just marketing. You're listening to all the external messages that tell you you should be having protein shakes, you should be exercising an hour a day, you should be walking this much, you should be swimming, you should be eating differently, you shouldn't be eating meat, you should be only eating certain types of foods, you should be, well, those shoulds are just shoulding all over the place, and we don't need that. That's not helpful. That just creates the energy that blocks us from the connection with our body, which is natural and pure and gentle and genuine. And the body, she loves you. I'm just telling you, your body so loves you. And from what I experience, for me personally, everything has that, both genders and the androgyny of energy, the harmonization of energy of the masculine, feminine. To me, the body is feminine, not just because I'm in a feminine body, but because the body loves you. The body holds you, the body nurtures you and cares for you like a mother. And just like with the mother, our mind acts like a teenager and tells it off a lot, even though the mind really does love the body and knows that with the body, without the body, the mind does not exist. So, might be a power play a little bit based on fear, trying to control, but yeah, the body is not angry or mad. It's just marketing. That's what he says. It's just marketing. So this is a little chat with Archangel Raphael. My ears are so cold, you guys. It's got to be like, I'm sure it's not even 40 degrees. There's no way. So chilly, but worthy. I wanted to be in nature and just feeling the green vibe. So I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you're inspired just a wee bit in this just short and simple channeling connection with Archangel Raphael today. I hope it inspires your spirit and gives you some hope. Some hope. That's the point here on Fairy Grasshopper on this channel, is to inspire your spirit and fill you with hope. Just like on Above Life channel, that's the point of the work that I share. If you're looking for me on social media, I'm on Bridgette Inspired on Facebook and Bridgette Inspired on Instagram. I do share some inspiring things over there, some fun quotes that I find and come across, and things that inspire me. I share some resources from other self-help types or intuitives that feel really good or inspiring to me. I will share that if I come across things like that and resources there too. So again, that's Bridgette Inspired on Facebook. So thanks for being here. Thanks, Raphael. Appreciate you.